I don't got no popcorn because y'all would have saw it right now. That's because I am dumb tired. I literally been out since like 10 something in the morning. Now it's the next day and it's like 3 something in the morning. I know that's paranormal time. Between the hours of 2 and 3, sometimes 4 a.m. is paranormal time. So I'm tired as hell. And I was about to go to sleep until I realized Mr. Nightmare uploaded a video. And I had to get right on that. Right? So, if I miss any cluckness, any susness, any incahoosness, you know why. But, as always, you got your snacks? Check. Got your Adidas? Check. And your Cutter buddy, you already know I got mine. Well, yeah, what's yours? Let's go. Sucked up. Oh, here we go. Jesus. Okay. Right.
It was January of 2016. My buddies and I live right next to a nature preserve and used to love to explore it.
Oh.
It was a weekend and we were looking for something to do. And being mischievous, we decided to go explore the storm drain that supplied water to the creek in the nature preserve.
Can't you just be like mischievous? I don't know what that means. But can't you be mischievous? Mischievous? Whatever he said, inside your own house. Can't you be mischievous while you sleep inside your own dreams? I bet there's a lot of ways that you can be mischievous without being clucked up. That's all I'm saying.
Barred barricade blocking entry into it. So we decided we'd throw some rocks in to see if the rocks made contact at any point so we could figure out the depth. However, we received something much more in return. After throwing a rock against the wall in the storm drain, a couple seconds passed and we heard a terrifying thump or bang in return.
It's a real video!
What the hell?
Nah.
Dusk was approaching, so we called it a day and watched back over the video we recorded of it. The next weekend, I gathered a few more buddies, and we decided we would unbolt the barricade to the drain and go inside. I got the barricade.
So this is how we started off 2020. You know, something I thought, a very small part of me thought we were going to leave all the cluckness and cluck shits back in 2020. But nah, we didn't. And truth to be told, I don't know if we ever will. I don't know if we ever will. I don't know if we ever will. I don't. Because you hit me with this shit. Wow. Y'all came back to the cluckness, to the cluck zone, and brought more people with you so they can be clucked too. Jesus.
To fall down, and we made our entrance.
Oh my God.
It went in about 20 feet until it hit a dead end. However, there was a second branch of the drain to our left that we'd have to take a step up to get into.
Shit.
We proceeded in one by one, all 5 of us. At first, it was nothing but spider webs and mud. We traveled about 500 to 1,000 feet into the drain as it kept getting skinnier, and we had to duck to proceed. We were all frozen in our tracks as we heard the same exact thump we heard the weekend before. A scary and hard to describe sound. We had no signal and were beyond terrified at that point because we were all right next to each other and the noise had come from much further away. At this point, my friend decided to start recording in case anything else happened. We made it out of the drain safely without anything else happening. The scariest and most chilling part of this whole story was when I reviewed the video and saw a slight outline of a head at one of the turns of the drain. This couldn't possibly have been one of us because we had all been together. I took a screenshot of it and zoomed in as far as I could, and well, I was horrified. There in the frame was a demon-shaped looking head with glowing eyes and what appeared to be pointy ears. To this day, we have never gone back into that nature preserve, let alone the storm drain.
I don't know why you went back in the first place. I don't know why you went there in the first place. Yeah, clucky. You cluck shit.
It all started when a group of friends and I decided to start exploring abandoned warehouses due to the stories and myths surrounding them in our hometown, Laredo, Texas.
Wow.
The story surrounding the area of warehouses was that the buildings were haunted due to immigrant workers being worked and mistreated to death. The local news covered the death of many of the workers. Many of the deaths were also ignored by the authorities due to the illegal status of the workers. In the warehouse that we visited, the company was in charge of the maintenance of the railroad tracks as well as the disposing of hazardous material.
Okay.
In the video I recorded, the barrels filled with chemical wastes are seen spilled open. The warehouses are located in a part of town where there's nothing really around except for train tracks. The predominantly Hispanic culture of my city gave rise to the stories about railroad workers that had lost their lives in the area. We decided to explore the warehouse during the day and then during the night.
Wow.
On our daytime exploration, we found remains of what seemed to be remnants of satanic rituals because we found a chicken's foot and pentagrams drawn in permanent marker.
Damn.
We figured that was the work of local groups trying to communicate with the damned souls of the workers. We also spotted a makeshift couch or bed where the workers would sleep. The night we visited, we had the feeling we were being watched. We were actually also being followed and attacked by crows inside the building.
Oh, there. ¿Qué son?
Though I feel like those aren't regular crows. I feel like those are like demon crows or like crows with human souls to cluck up your soul. But I don't know. I talk and I act a little bit different, and I'm really giggly when I'm tired. So yeah, but I feel like those aren't regular crows. They're not regular crows. I promise you that.
While we were exploring that night, on several occasions, we spotted shadows and heard noises throughout the area. As we delved deeper, we got the feeling that someone or something didn't want us in the warehouse.
No shit!
A creepy laugh can be heard in the video footage I captured, and that was our cue to get the hell out.
Nada. I don't think there's no power.
Oh my god. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Let's just get out of here.
Things only got weirder though, as the satanic drawings and the chicken foot were gone the next time we passed that spot, yet they were spotted only earlier that day. I'm completely convinced that someone or something was stalking us in that warehouse that night. I believe the lost souls of the workers, or a satanic group of people that frequented the place, were there that night with us, watching. As we walked out of the warehouse, we noticed that the crows were very on edge and tried to attack us, like I mentioned earlier. The events that happened that night still sometimes keep me up at night.
Yeah, them crows, they was trying to, I think the reason they was acting so like, you know what I mean, yeah, I hate that dance, is because I feel like they was trying to low-key, high-key, telling y'all to get the clock up out of there. That's all I'm saying, like, dead ass, like, it's nothing but like paranormal activity going on in there. And like souls and stuff, and it's a hot spot. And them crows were trying to tell you, like, we're trying to tell you what's up. What's up? What's up? They were trying their hardest to tell you to get the hell out of there. But you chose not to. It chose to stay and record.
I'm a freshman at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Some friends of mine came home from a hockey party after their game and asked me to come hang at their dorm. They brought some girls to the party that they knew from high school and happened to be in the city. They came back to the dorm to hang as well. One of the girls that came in was super friendly but very drunk. I didn't see her drink anything in the dorms. I left with my girlfriend at about 2 a.m. At around 3, I heard sirens and could see lights outside of my window. I figured it was just another kid that came home with alcohol poisoning. Then I heard the most gut-wrenching scream of my life. I walked out of my room and saw my friends from the dorm I had just left running down the hall wanting my help. I started running down the hall following them and saw blood on the floor and thought for sure someone had been stabbed. Then I saw 3 police officers and a paramedic team strapping the friendly girl down to a stretcher while she was screaming and thrashing. I went to ask my friends what happened and they looked exhausted. They said her eyes rolled back into her head. She started growling and bleeding heavily from both nostrils. She attacked some of our friends, yanking their hair and biting them like an animal. This girl fought off 3 6-foot-tall, fairly muscular guys by herself. Keep in mind,
Possessed! Possessed. 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 That's the only logical explanation. Either that or she got some dick, you know what I mean? And that just drove her crazy. I don't know.
this girl is probably 5'1", 110 pounds, and was possessing superhuman strength, all while screaming at the top of her lungs.
Yeah.
The scariest part is when the RA came over to pray over the situation,
as
he's a devoted Christian, and she started screaming, "F God, F Jesus, the devil is coming for you all." At this point, my heart was sinking in pure fear of the situation, as was everyone else who was present. The emergency responders said they had never seen anything like this, even if she was possibly drugged at the party. I was able to capture a roughly 20-second video of her screaming in the dorms. You can't really see her as the paramedics are in the way, but if you listen closely towards the end of the video, you can hear her scream, "They're coming for you all, they're coming for you next." Last I heard, she woke up with no memory of the situation, but is in a very dark place at the moment. This is the video that was captured.
I thought it was three. Hold on. First of all, I thought it was 3 stories. Holy shit. You know what's crazy? Not only did everybody in the 6-mile radius get affected by her and possessed by her, I believe stuff like this. Because, like, you gotta be either on something, or possessed to be acting like that. Because I feel like no regular, normal, that's not on something person would not do that. Like, I feel like that takes a lot of energy. So I believe stuff like that. So, I mean, kudos to like the cops and anybody, firefighters and like anybody, I said firefighters, the ambulance people, and anybody else that was trying to help her. But I'm sorry. I mean, I know you got a job to do, but baby, something like that, you leave for my man upstairs or downstairs. Just saying. I'm not, nah. And then you recording the mother clock. Come on, man. My manager, McKinsey, is so Atlanta. so like, she has a strong accent. I did something. She was like, come on, man. How many stories is it?
In my small town, there's not much to do.
Right.
So my friends and I make the best of it.
Okay.
And in the winter, we sometimes throw snowballs at cars.
Right.
This was after we got done ice fishing one day.
Yeah.
We went to my house and decided it would be fun to throw snowballs at cars for a while. Usually no one would get too angry as they were just snowballs, but one person got really mad at us. My friend Drake decided to throw a snowball at one more car and he told me to record. He hit right under the back passenger side. It sounded like a hard hit. We stayed there for a second, laughing, until he slowed down and eventually threw it in reverse.
Shit!
Yeah.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God. That mother clucker in the car was already having a bad day. Already. From the moment he woke up, bad day. Mother clucker probably just getting off of work, I'm assuming. A whole day just miserable, horrible, bad day. Everything that possibly could have gone wrong, went wrong. And I bet you, on his way home, in the video, he probably on his way home or something, he probably thinking, let something else happen. I'm going to go to clock off. Let another mother clucking thing happen. And I'm going to go off in this mother clucking earth. The slightest thing. Because it's like, if you're getting mad that somebody's throwing snowballs at your house, at you, your car, or anything right like that, if you getting like pissed off, like red, like veins popping out type mad, you got something personal going on. Like it's something wrong with you. Man. Cause who gets that mad? Come on, it's a snowball. Now, I can see if the snowball has some sort of ice in it. Cause all snow is water, frozen water. Right? But it's fluffy. But I get it. Sometimes, it's a certain type of snow that when you form the snowball, it got like a little weight to it, you know what I mean? But then you got some snowballs that be like hard as hell. I mean, but that snow look kind of fluffy. So I mean, for him to just stop the car like that, come on.
He's right there.
Shit. Oh, shit.
We ran and hid behind a car in a different parking lot, and he pulled in about 5 feet from us, but he didn't see us.
Was that
so
him?
we ran home, and that's when I stopped recording. When we got home, we took off our jackets and sat down to watch the video I just took, but we were interrupted by this sound.
Oh my God.
I froze in my seat. Then again. I didn't think this guy would find us, but still I turned off the lights. My dogs went crazy. Drake and I are 14, we don't get scared that easily, but but this was freaking us out. We hid in my bathroom in my room and turned off the light. We actually laughed, thinking he would leave in a couple minutes. Our friends thought we were joking, so we took videos of him still pounding on the door. Our friends thought it was funny and karma, but we didn't find it amusing anymore. We thought we were in danger because he wouldn't leave. So I called my mom, who was at the Walmart about 10 minutes away. She sounded more like she was angry at us for throwing snowballs at cars than concerned that someone was banging on the door. She said she would call one of the neighbors to come scare him off. Then she hung up. It felt like an eternity before he stopped banging on the front door, but only a couple minutes passed, and then the banging sounds came from a different door. Then it hit me that I didn't lock that door.
Come on!
And he could easily come in.
Damn!
Then I got a disturbing call from my mom, telling me one of the neighbors said she could see a deranged-looking man, possibly drugged out, looking through my room's window and the front door window. We sat there for as long as we could and decided to make a plan to get the 410 shotgun in my mom's room, load it, and then make a break for it. But when we entered my mom's room to look for the gun, we saw his face at the window. His hairy, withered-looking face, and we screamed and ran. Drake had the idea to blast a police siren sound on my speaker in my room, so we ran to set the speaker up. While doing so, we heard the back door open, the one which was left unlocked. Drake managed to get the siren sound effect to play on my speaker, and that apparently worked, as we heard him leave through the same door he entered. Moments later, one of the neighbors, Paul, rang the doorbell. I let him inside and he stayed with us and waited for the cops and my mom to get there. We explained everything. The cops and my mom all said we shouldn't have been throwing snowballs at cars like that, obviously, and that we got lucky that they showed up when they did. My advice is to never mess with people like we did. You never know who you're dealing with.
Yeah. What I'm saying. You throwing a snowball at his car, probably like the cherry on top, is what take the man. Jesus. Y'all got lucky on that one. How did you forget to lock any doors? Because it seemed like y'all were like two young kids just in the house. I would feel like the checklist would have been checked, but nobody checked the checklist. Nobody checked the checklist. Nobody checked the checklist. Hey, you didn't check the checklist. Hey, mama didn't check the checklist. Hey, daddy didn't check the checklist. Hey, you didn't check the checklist. Hey, brother didn't check the checklist. Hey, nobody checked the checklist. Hey, no, man. You know, I keep saying I'm gonna turn that into a song. I mean, I want to, but it's like, I be doing so much. I be doing so much, but these like real footage videos, Mr. Nightmare, yeah. Hell yeah. I'm clucking with these junks. But, excuse me, the one that really, the one that like really scared me was the third one, because it sounded really real, and it sounded like she was really possessed. But the fact that you had like cops there, and it looks like a firefighter or ambulance man inside of a school with students, excuse me, that seemed real as hell to me. And the way she was screaming kind of scared the hell out of me too. But yeah, these real footage with the story, keep doing more of those. I like those, but keep cool, keep classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.